Something I didn't learn until later in life was that aside from the attack on the Twin Towers in New York, as well as the Pentagon in Virginia, a fourth attack was intended for the U.S. Capitol building in D.C. On the morning of September 11th, 2001, airline passengers across the country watched as the terror attacks unfolded. One flight in particular, American Airlines Flight 93, was delayed by 42 minutes. Had the plane taken off at the appointed time, those passengers would never have seen the news about the Twin Towers in New York. But the delay gave them the chance to see the chaos and the terror before the flight took off. Then, about 45 minutes into that flight to San Francisco from Newark, New Jersey, hijackers killed a passenger and took control of Flight 93. Because they had seen the news, those passengers knew they were on a suicide mission to destroy an American landmark. Rather than sit back and let the attack continue, the passengers banded together to fight back. And in the struggle for the control of the plane, they diverted the attack away from the U.S. Capitol and crashed the plane in a field in Pennsylvania. All 44 passengers on that airplane died, and in the process, they became heroes. A monument now stands in the field in Pennsylvania where that airplane crashed, which is a testament to the valor of those passengers who stood up to terrorism in real time and gave their lives so that others could live.
I was just shy of 4 years old growing up in Canada, and I remember not fully understanding what was happening during this time, but seeing my mom silently watching the news and seeing scary things on the TV and just sensing so much uneasiness and fear. I honestly, to this day, didn't know the full details of Flight 93. I knew there was an unsuccessful hijack, but I have chills hearing the details of the passengers working together to divert the plane. It's honestly awe-inspiring that in the face of imminent danger, they had that determination and bravery that it took to band together and stop the hijackers. But I am wondering, Ben, how are you going to tie this into the Cosmere today?
Yeah, I think valor is one of those concepts that feels unobtainable at times, like great feats of courage in the face of danger, especially on the battlefield. How often are we faced with dangerous situations, and how often are we faced with battle even? When it comes time for us to stand up to the danger around us, will we have the courage to do so? And this story reminds me of the bravery of everyday people. Just like these great American heroes, we don't have to be on a battlefield to stand up and take action in the face of danger. And when I think of what Tress is about to do in these chapters, I can't honestly think of a better shard than Valor to read these chapters through.